In this video, I want to go through some of the science related to solar energy. I will briefly talk about some of the physics behind the energy production of our sun, how plants are able to utilize this energy through photosynthesis, and how this inspired humanity to pursue technological advancements in using and storing solar energy. Lastly, I will bring your attention to a fantastic journal article that explains the latest concerns with fossil fuels and why solar energy is a suitable solution. I highly recommend the read if you have an interest in the topic. Enjoy. The mass of celestial objects has interesting implications on the nature of the gravity of the object and on its characteristics. Our planet is of important mass and distance from the Sun, allowing temperatures and atmospheric pressure to be just right for liquid water to be plentiful in most regions of the Earth, which is an important factor for life to thrive. Let's look at Jupiter. Its mass 317.8 that of Earth. Gravity on this planet is at such a strength that it competes with intermolecular forces, playing a role in its gaseous nature, as liquids and solids near the surface have trouble stabilizing even though the pressure is high and the temperatures are colder, which are normally suitable conditions for the formation of solids. When objects reach masses much higher than that of Jupiter, the gravity becomes overwhelming, causing the body of matter to collapse onto a single point, either producing a black hole or a supernova, an explosive death of the star. In reality, this does not happen until such an object is billions of years old. One might ask, what is it that keeps the star stable? What is counteracting this inevitable collapse? The answer is fusion. At the core of a star, pressures are astronomical from all the matter around it squeezing in. The pressure is so high that hydrogen nuclei are pushed together until they fuse, producing helium and lots of energy in the form of light and heat. Billions and billions of tons of hydrogen fuse a second, and the energy released collectively counteracts the force of gravity, allowing for a multi-billion-year life cycle of the star until fusion fuel is exhausted. Light makes its way in abundance in all directions. 100 billionth of this energy makes its 150 million kilometer journey to Earth in all of 8.3 minutes. When the photons from the Sun reach Earth, many plants during the day will utilize the energy through a process known as photosynthesis. There are two major components to the photosynthesis reaction: carbon fixation, in which carbon dioxide is converted to sugars, and photolysis, where water is split into hydrogen and oxygen. These reactions are performed by the molecular machinery in a certain organelle of the plant cell, the chloroplast. In the chloroplast, along the membrane are proteins which facilitate the capture of light. Incoming photons can excite electrons in the magnesium coordinated complex of chlorophyll, which travel down an electron transport chain, ultimately reducing NAD+ to NADPH, a cofactor in anabolic reactions, and creating a proton gradient, which drives the production of ATP, a form of chemical energy for the metabolism of the plant cell. ATP can then be used to synthesize G3P, glucose 3-phosphate, from carbon dioxide. G3P can further be metabolized to produce sugars, forming the foundation of nutrients for the Earth's ecosystem. Photosynthesis plays a critical role in life on Earth. Researchers have explored the process in detail, studying its efficiency, whether evolution has found the best system possible, and if humans can improve on it, inspiring the invention of photovoltaics. Photovoltaics are based on the photovoltaic effect, in which certain materials, such as semiconductors, can produce voltage from exposure to light. Photons of certain energy, a particular wavelength, are capable of knocking off electrons from the valence shell of atoms that make up the semiconductor material. These electrons are funneled along electrical infrastructure, generating electricity. Other systems are capable of directing the light energy to catalyze the electrolysis of water, splitting it into the fuels oxygen and hydrogen gas. Figure 1 on the right illustrates this mechanism. If you found this content interesting, I highly suggest the following scientific journal article. This article highlights the issues surrounding excessive and prolonged use of fossil fuels with cold hard facts, and why solar energy is a suitable substitute. This article also spends more time thoroughly explaining basic science issues regarding photovoltaic systems. I have provided a link to the article below, as well as in the video description. Thanks for watching.